So, in this video, today, I'm making the Cacciatore simmering sauce. It is in the all-new book of the all-new Ball Book of Canning and Preserving. I always get that name wrong. Okay, I wanted to do this last year, but I actually didn't have the tomatoes I needed to do it at the time. So, I do this year though. So you need 12 pounds of tomatoes, a cup and a half of diced onions, 1 cup of red peppers diced, I actually use green, 1 cup of baby portobello mushrooms. I have button mushrooms, so I use button mushrooms. Half a cup of red or white dry wine, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, half a teaspoon crushed red pepper, that's optional, I actually am leaving that out, 3 cloves of garlic mince, 1 bay leaf, and 1 teaspoon of citric acid, which I don't have, so I'm just going to use a 1/4 cup of the lemon juice, which they say you can replace with. So that's what I'm doing. Now, I've already done a lot of the prep work already for this. I'm actually going on hour 3 of roasting my tomatoes. They're almost done. That's why I'm getting this part of the video done now. So I have already washed, chopped, and diced up my tomatoes. They're in the oven roasting right now. And then I'm going to actually put them through my Vitamix to blend them up. I'm not going to put them through a food sieve or a food mill, which they tell you to do to remove the skins and the seeds. I'm actually just leaving them in there and putting them through my blender to blend it all up. And then you also roast the peppers, onions, and mushrooms. But I actually roasted the garlic as well because I love the taste of roasted garlic. So I put that in with my peppers as well. Okay, so and I've already got, where is it? I got all my spice mix here ready to go. I did this last night. And I have my half a cup of wine here ready to go. So I have everything ready to go. I am just waiting on the tomatoes. I have my jars washed and ready to go. I have my water bath canner ready to go because I just pulled out the bruschetta, which you guys have already seen in yesterday's video, or if you haven't seen it, it will be tomorrow's video, but I think the bruschetta one's going up first. So yes, I'll bring you guys back, and when we come back, we'll be in the pot. Okay, so I have my tomatoes in here, and I have my onions, mushrooms, and peppers in here. They're kind of buried under all the tomatoes here. It's hard to believe that this is 12 pounds of tomatoes, but let me tell you, it smells absolutely wonderful. Okay, so you need to bring this up to a boil. Sorry, walked away. You need to bring this up to a boil, and I am using canning salt in this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah, that explosion. Okay. Get your vinegar in, or your wine in there. That's what happens when you turn your burner on, you walk away for a moment. Okay. But you gotta let this come to a boil, I believe. Hold on, let me get the book just so I can get the exact on this. Stir everything in there first. Okay. Okay, combine wine and the next 7 ingredients. Bring to a boil and reduce. Yeah. So we need to bring this to a boil and then reduce it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes until thickened. This is pretty thick already. And that's because when I roasted mine, I put it all in a roasting, like all 12 pounds into a roasting pan, and cooked it until a lot of the liquid was already gone. So I kind of, skipped a step a little bit. But it's also because I really didn't want to put them on a cookie sheet and keep going and going until all 12 pounds were done. Heck no, that's just too much work. Put it all on a cookie sheet and or a roasting pan, and then keep going. It's still being roasted. Okay, so we'll be back in about 25-30 minutes when this is ready to go into the jars. Or actually, no, sorry, the next step, because you gotta take out the bay leaf and then stir in the lemon juice. I think, I don't know. One step at a time, right guys? Okay, so, jeez. Tomatoes, I swear. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes and my stove is absolute disaster zone right at the moment. Thankfully, I don't think you can see that on this picture. I even had to wash my floor. So, I have a 1/4 cup of lemon juice going in there. And then I need to locate that bay leaf. Whoop, try and do that one-handed. Oh, ha, wasn't that difficult. There it is right there. Come on, come in. And no, I didn't just drop that on my stove. I have a spoon rest there. I do that too. Although I could drop it on my stove and it still look, oh gosh, my stove is a mess. Anyone else, when you can tomatoes, anything with tomatoes, your stove is an absolute mess? Anybody? Anybody, right? Can't just be me? Okay. Now, I was already tasting this before I put the lemon juice in, and whew, it is absolutely delicious. So let's try it again with the lemon juice in it, hopefully. Oh, it's still amazing. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to head over to my other counter, and we're going to start canning this. Okay. So now we're canning this up. Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't do anything without forgetting something. Yeah. Seriously. Alright. So it says it makes 4 jars, but I didn't take the seeds out. So I know I'm going to get at least 5 jars from this. But we're just going to ladle this up with, I think it's 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch headspace. Dog hair. And you do want to give this just a little debubble, because there is that peppers and onions and mushrooms in here. We're going to wipe the rims. Get them good and clean. Get some canning lids. Not fully on the ball here. And put a ring on it. And this cans for 40 minutes in the water bath canner. So we'll be back when I have these all done. And here we go. I ended up with 7 pints of the Cacciatore simmer sauce, which looks absolutely, oh, these are hot, guys. Which looks absolutely gorgeous. I am so happy with the way it turned out. As you can see, ooh, doesn't that look beautiful? And yes, everybody, these jars are hot, but not super hot. They've been sitting out for about half hour, maybe, not even that long. Long enough for me to have lunch. Some of them still need to seal, which is okay. So I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a try, and if you have given it a try, let me know what you think of it down below. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye!